Hey guys, Mark Harbert from markharbert.com here, and today we're going to talk about the Donald Trump effect. I don't know if this post is going to drum up a little negativity. I have no idea, but I just want to share with you from a marketer's perspective why Donald Trump has done so good in the presidential race. So stick around. All right, the Donald Trump effect. First, I just want to say making this blog post and this video is not necessarily an endorsement for Donald Trump. I just like to look and see what people are doing that are causing them to have success. Whether you agree with them or not, the goal is to learn from something. So my goal here is not to, drum up a bunch of negativity about politics. That's not what this is about. But when I see somebody that's doing something and they're succeeding at it, what is it that they're doing? And obviously you've seen Donald Trump. He's just, doing really well in the polls. He's out there. People are really resonating with his message. Why is that? Because there's certain principles that are in what he is doing that I believe you can apply in your business to start getting results as well. So really the first thing that I notice that he does so well is his message is very simplistic. Okay, again, whether you agree with it or not, the message is very simplistic. It's not overwhelming. It's very easy to take in and understand. And many people may look at that and say, well, that doesn't give me any specifics. And I'm going to get to that in just a moment. And again, this is not an endorsement. I'm just saying I'm trying to look at it from a marketer's perspective. All right. Now, let me give you an example. I read an article several years ago, and it was about a study of how to move more honey off the shelves at the grocery store. All right. And in this study, what they did is they took two shelves. One shelf had like 10 different varieties of honey, and the other shelf had one variety. That was it. And so when they did the test, it was in a very high traffic area, and they found at the end of the day, there were about half of the shelf was gone from the 10 varieties of honey. And the other one, which had one brand of honey, one variety, it was completely sold out. Now, why is that? Why was it that the one variety sold out over the shelf with 10 varieties? It's very simple. People don't like complication. People want quick, easy, decisive, and they can move on with their lives. And this is how I believe Donald Trump is doing so well, is because his message is very, very simplistic. Very simplistic. Make America great again. Do these things. And that's why he's really doing so well. Now, the question does come down to, well, why doesn't Donald Trump give more specifics? Well, when you look at it with marketing eyes, which is what I'm trying to do, he does give specifics, but what happens is he does it in bite-sized chunks. And this is why I believe people are getting what he's saying. Again, whether you agree with him or not, I'm not necessarily saying I agree with him or not. I'm just saying I'm looking at the process of how he's doing it. All right. And what's happening is he's very slowly releasing specifics about what it is that he's doing. But what's happened is people have piqued their curiosity so much about what is the ruckus all about Donald Trump. And what happens is as he slowly releases his plans for how he wants to move the country forward, guess what happens? There's so much curiosity out there that people, when he comes out with something, are just all over it and they want to see it. And what happens is the news, the media does the exact same thing. What do? As soon as he releases something, boom, they're all over it. And they want to see what it is because he hasn't given so many specifics. He's literally kind of dangled the carrot in front of everybody and kind of pulled them along until, bam, when he's ready to release the information, he releases it. You see, this is why I believe he's doing so well in the polls from a marketing standpoint. Because he's created curiosity, his message is simple, and it resonates with a lot of people. Now, the other thing here is one of the reasons he's doing so well is he has tapped into the emotion of people. When you're a marketer and you start to look at marketing, you understand that there is one thing or a couple things really that really make a successful marketing campaign is it has to be simplistic. People need to get where you're going. People need to see the vision, and you have to tap into the emotion of that person or prospect. When you tap into the emotion, it's very difficult to separate yourself from it. This is what I believe Donald Trump has done. He has kept his message simplistic. He's given his specifics over time in bite-sized chunks that people can understand, and he's tapped into that emotion. That is why he's doing so well in the polls. Now, how can you apply this in your business? How can you apply this in your own home-based business to get results? Very simple. Keep your message simple. Stop overcomplicating your message in your business. Rely on the tools that you have to do the work for you. Don't sit there and try and give too much information. Give enough to help people, but in bite-sized chunks. One of the things that I pride myself in as an instructor, as an online marketer, is that I work very hard to break down what I do so that the lowest common denominator, the new person, the person who's just starting out, okay, who's just getting going, that they can get what I'm saying and start to apply it in their business. So if you really want to get results, keep it simplistic, find the pain points, the emotional aspect of what your prospects are looking for, and really tap into that and give information in bite-sized chunks so that it can be understood and that it can be assimilated by your prospect. This is exactly why I believe Donald Trump is doing so well. Again, whether you agree with him or not, whether you like him or hate him, that's not the question here. The question is, what can we learn to use these principles in our business? And I believe that if you really look at it at the core, you'll see that what I'm talking about is right on the money. So I appreciate you. Thanks for coming over to check out this post. I hope you got something out of this. If you got value from this, please share it around, and we'll see you in the next video and blog post. All right, bye-bye.